Hi everyone. I believe today is December 5th, and we are going to talk about some stuff. This won't be a long video, so bear with me. Bear like you're giving birth to a baby. Okay, so today I was minding my own beeswax. I was talking to my guides, and I told them, look, you got to give me something to tell everybody. I want to do a short video. I don't want them to lose faith. We'll talk about what the Supreme Court did today. We'll talk about Leticia James once again being turned down by the grand jury. So I said to them, you got to tell me something, okay? You got to give me something. And they said to me, there's going to be the death of someone coming real soon. And I didn't feel like a natural death, but they told me that, okay? And I was just on a show with Deborah, the one who does those beautiful cards, Clarity Tarot, Zaku. She's a numerologist. And she threw her cards, and she was picking up a woman, but I'm going to throw with you guys. But basically, they want you guys to know we should hear about an ending within a week, 2 weeks at the longest, okay? Now, before when I was reading, remember we kept picking up a female. They kept saying a female's getting ready to go, but who would create chaos? But it could be a female in a different country. Someone getting taken out. Tell me what I can tell. Okay, hold on. Thank you guys for helping me. Angel of Light and Mercy. And when I was doing that reading with her, she couldn't hear it. I could just hear these bells. And now that I'm off, you can hear the squeaking of this. But now that I'm offline with her, I don't hear it. But she didn't hear any bells. I could hear bells. Okay, so my guides have told me there's an ending. It looks like a female, but maybe it's a male coming up within the next 2 weeks. Maybe 4 days. A cycle will change. The Angel of Light this is destiny. This was supposed to happen. Here's the coffin. They're going to let us try to imagine what's going on. Can you tell me? It's something underhanded and evil, but they're not giving me a person. Okay? I heard paid hit. Someone pays this person to get hit. That's what I heard, okay? I don't want to start any... This is entertainment purposes only. But I'll just say, if it doesn't happen, good. Can you tell me any situation around it? We don't have to have the name. We just need you to tell us the situation around it. Well, it's definitely a death, and it's definitely a female. Interesting. Jesus, is it somebody in our Congress or Senate? It's quick. And Debbie picked that up too. It's boom, boom, like it's nothing lingering. And the world showed up again. So it could be somebody in a different country. Justice will be served. Is it a justice or a judge? Just put that in your pocket, okay? Jesus, we already lost judge, she lost her son. He was shot because he answered the door and it wasn't her. Something's going to happen, you guys. 3 days, 4 days, quickly. Okay. What's the date today? The 5th? I'm picking up like the 8th. So it could be the 8th and the 9th. Okay, now. The Supreme Court has said that Texas can gerrymander. But they didn't actually change the rules. They just said for now. And then you guys can go back to the drawing board. Now, the judge that said, no, you can't do this, it's totally illegal, was a Trump judge, a Trump-appointed judge. But they had to get right in the middle of it. One thing with voting rights, they get right in the middle of it. But the good news is it's there, but it's not permanent. And the other good news is now the other states are saying, you know what? I can't remember which state. They said, oh, yeah, well, we're just going to add 5 seats for the Democrats. Let me tell you, and I don't care how many they gerrymander, because you can still vote. They don't say you can't vote because you're in a gerrymander. But let me tell you what, Texas is just going to, just like Tennessee, you know, they cheated on their voting. Tennessee, Texas, Kentucky, you got certain red states, nothing much can happen. But let's take a look. It's only the truth. When I heard this, I saw those judges having to stand before like a tribunal. But what it is, they're calling them in when the Democrats take over. And a lot of them are either stepping away because they don't want to testify, but they're not going to serve their time in their seat forever because they're going to be exited. Because they lied. They lied to Congress and the Senate. Okay. Tell me about the Supreme Court's decision. Somebody just said to me, it doesn't matter. Don't worry. This too shall be taken over. We are stronger than them, okay? And apparently the liberal judges, Kagan and everybody, was just going crazy. They're just evil. They're just evil. Look at these men. Men. Evil. They're stuck in their realm. They get paid under the table. Look at 3 men cards showed up. Justice will come. What goes around comes around. One of them is getting ready to go. Now, we used to talk about this with Thomas. But one of them is getting ready to go. Okay, just put it out there. 2026 is a huge thing. 2026 is a huge thing. Now, I want to look at Leticia James because they went to the grand jury. They didn't do a third one, but the second one, they said, nah, nope. And I was listening on some show, they said, do you know how hard it is? Because they'll recommend charges on a ham sandwich, but they're not going to recommend charges on Leticia James. So it must be pretty egregious. And now it's a professional guy in there. It's not that other person. Let's look real quick. Leticia, how you doing, sweetie? She's feeling good. I see a lot of people love her. She's around a lot of people that love her. She's a very powerful person, and she carries her family and her love for her friends inside of her, but she's not somebody that can relax that easy. She doesn't put her hair down that easy. She's very detailed. If I may say, she's a little wound up. I'll have to look up what sign she is. But she's a little wound up, but she believes in justice, and she will carry it. She knows they're not going to stop. She's got the karmic card. She's looking at the future. Her ability to speak her mind is there. Very passionate, very focused. Look at this. Working hard and making it happen. She's doing it. That's what I'm talking about right there. Okay, Leticia, you're going to be okay. I wanted to ask about Cross-Eyed McGee Patel. Apparently, his girlfriend had a drunk friend, and she asked the people who are looking out for her, you know, the FBI, to drive her girlfriend home, and they refused because they said it's not their job to do that. So she called Patel, and he talked to them and made them take the girlfriend home. So, will there be any consequences for this? Tell me about Patel. I know Trump doesn't like it. He's not all gung-ho for Patel, trust me. Tell me about Patel. So little they couldn't get him a jacket to fit. Pipsqueak. Yeah, that girl rules him, let me tell you. And let me tell you, when he loses his job, she'll be like looking elsewhere. Yeah, whatever. Raking in his just rewards. He's going to be in real trouble. Look at this. He might even get sick. This is like a coffin, but I feel like he's overwhelmed with grief or something here. He's got the 10 of Swords, so give it a little time. 10 days, 10 weeks, and he might be shown to exit out the door. But he leaves mutually. He's not fired. I think they let him know you're going to go. You can do it our way or your way, whatever you want to do. Okay. Now, I really want to look at Hedgehog real quick. Apparently, they went after another boat. Didn't care. He's very what is the word? Sanctimonious or sanctimonious? I can't say it right. But he acts like, yeah, Trump's behind me and I'll do what I want. And here you go, suckers. And people are suing him. The New York Times is suing because they're saying he can't keep us out. And he's like, I don't care what you think. I'm keeping you out. They defy because they can. And it's Trump that needs to zip it in, but he won't because he's too sick. And he doesn't agree with what they're doing. That's how he wants to roll. Tell people they can't be in the room with him. Tell people you can't know what we're doing. I just saw a missile go off. Why did I see? And I see it's from China. Who are you trying to hit, China? I think they were telling the truth when they told Trump, you better not go in and try to take over on Venezuela. China's not for it. I just saw a missile coming out of China. It's not like a huge, like Armageddon's type thing. It's a missile that blows up some facility. Not killing people, but like a facility. Maybe some people get killed. Yeah. He's him and Patel. Hedgehog and Patel are wrapping themselves up in their own energy. A lot of heartbreak here. He might even have heart issues. You know, trying to go down the road. The yin-yang aspects of the night, dark night. There's justice coming for him. I'm going to tell you, and this is between us, entertainment purposes only. He's got worse cards than Cross-Eyed McGee. He's got worse cards. I think he should be nervous because let me tell you, the top brass, the people who want to keep our country free, are talking amongst themselves. and it's not going to be easy for him. I don't know. I don't see an actual exit from his body, but I see some stuff happening that will scare him and maybe make him leave. Maybe some threat against someone that he knows, but I just feel, I don't know why I just saw this, but this could be somebody that, not necessarily that the military asked to do this, but an ex-military person might do something that's going to be shocking. Yelling and screaming and saying, you guys got to stop doing this. I just saw this. I saw someone go cray-cray. You're going to see a lot of cray-cray coming up, you guys. Especially around the 4th of July of next year. There's going to be some implosions. Also, I was talking to Deborah and that gentleman that does UFOs. He talked about the lady and how she said when some planet reaches some planet and is in the eye of something, that's when the new world begins, or, you know, our collective consciousness. And she thinks it's exposing the ETs, or the ETs will come in and say, hey, you know, here we are. Let's take a look at that. They've always been here, though. So what? Tell me about Easter. What's the new world? Tell me about Easter. What's the new world? Tell me about Easter. New beginnings. Some good news is coming. You know, we're all prisoners right now. We're stuck in this madness. Is it something with ETs, or is it something more? Look at this. Look at all these good cards. You can't even imagine how well this is going to go down. We're coming over difficult times. Maybe it's the ending of you-know-who in the White House. People are joyful. Good news is coming. I love it. Wishes come true. So it may look difficult at the time, but it ends up being good news. Oh, that doesn't really tell you anything. I wish I could get more details. I want to look at something. That happens in my dreams where I get details. So I'll ask for a dream. Write me if you get a dream. Now, last but not least, Putin and Zelensky. Did you see that they were going to assassinate Zelensky? Had Zelensky's plane not landed early in Ireland, Putin's drones would have got him. But he got there early. Apparently Zelensky was very upset about this. Zelensky is covered angelically. I feel a lot of angels around him. Putin is straight up evil. Trump is idiot evil. Putin's a professor evil. He does not care about anything but himself, more so than Trump. Tell me about Putin. When can this end? And did you hear that the other nations are telling Trump, we're going to call in the money you owe us, which is billions, 2-point-something billions, and we will crash your economy. And they mean it too. Let me tell you, ooh, something unexpected is happening to the evil one. Karma is coming. Truth will set us free. Going forward, strength, coming over difficult waters. He's going to have to leave. He's either going by physically dying or he's going to have, and I always saw a woman coming in. That could be Navalny's wife. He's about ready to leave, you guys. And I know I've told you this till I'm blue in the face. We've been saying this for years, but it's very clear. He doesn't have much longer. And then they're over there talking like, yeah, tell Zelensky to give us all your land. And they know they can't have it. And they know they can fight for it. They just took over Zelensky just took back one of their towns. They're still blowing up their gas and everything. I'm telling you. Don't lose faith in Zelensky in Ukraine. I want to be able at one day, although Zelensky won't be there. Let me tell you, as soon as this war is over, Zelensky's going to retire. But I want to go over to Ukraine as a tourist and help with my tourist dollars as best as I can. So, okay. And the other thing I got a flash on yesterday was I don't see that he had hired another architect, but I don't see that ballroom getting finished. They said now he wants it 900 feet or something, fits 1,000 people, and his architect quit. So I guess he's got somebody else in there, and he wants it done before he leaves office. Oh, honey, he ain't going to be done because he's going to be gone within the next couple of months. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all pack him a sack lunch and tell him adios, amigos. Okay, you guys. Well, it was wonderful talking to you. I'm going to be on tonight with Nikki. They're the ones I'm going to do the... in fact, they better, because we're almost in January, they better start plugging it in. I just went blank. The Civil War, Gettysburg. Okay. I'm looking forward to that. All right, you guys. I love you all. I'll catch you on the other side. Cheers.